Hello, my beautiful lab assistants and security personnel, and welcome back to Wednesday. We are changing how this is going to work now. It's no longer Solo Bro Review. It is now going to be called Containment Assessment. So we are doing entity analysis and containment logs on Wednesdays going forward. And there will be a review status at the end, of which I recommend the game, if I'm going to continue with it, if I recommend it, but it might have some bugs, glitches that could possibly cause it harm, or I do not recommend it at all. The list is going to be as follows. And I wanted to get this out of the way before I introduce us to this game. The first one, which is highly recommend. It's great. The subject is stable. It's high quality and beneficial for all personnel. It's going to be listed as cleared. Secondary is going to be observation extended. Basically, that's going to be pending final verdict. Subject's complexity requires further research from me, and I will return to this entity for more in-depth evaluation before final status is assigned. There is two more. Volatile, which is recommended with caution. It has high potential but contains complexities or hazards, so y'all will see that in the end. It may not suit all researchers. And then return to containment. Not recommended. Subject is prone to total containment failure, which is critical bugs or anything I deem that might not really work, or is deemed to be a waste of my resources, so just a POS game. So, that is what this is going to be. So, this is going to be interesting, to say the least. Now, today, we're going to be reviewing, Subnautica 2. I don't know if I did Subnautica before or not. I did not do Below Zero because I did not own it, nor was I really interested in containing that game. I'm trying to think of like the proper words for this. Subnautica 2 is very early release. It had its ups and downs. I'm sure people know about the lawsuits and stuff like that have happened. And it definitely has its ups. It definitely had its ups and downs. That's all I could say on that one. Now, ouch. This is containment log for Subnautica 2. Wednesdays are containment assessment day, and then it's going to be containment log or entity analysis, kind of. It might switch off, something like that. But this is going to be containment log for Subnautica 2. I have played this both multiplayer, co-op, and on my own. Both are actually really fun. It is in early access. We're going to dive right into this. This is probably going to be a little bit of a longer review today because Subnautica 2 does require a lot to kind of get going. So, we're just going to dive right in here. We're going to do a new single-player game. We're going to do survival here. We're going to play single-player. Now, there are wonderful cutscenes in this game as well, and I'm going to let them play through. The flight to the desert world Zazura will last 14 years. It is a one-way trip. When you awaken, your new life begins. It's a little slow. Well, that's okay. Some people don't read very fast. Select Pioneer. You do get 4 Pioneers to start from. Yes, there's a customize button. Unfortunately, only thing you can customize is the color of their suit. I'm going with red, just because I like red. You can have up to 4 players play this game. And now we're going to go with these.
Complete.
Yep.
PDA implant reset to factory settings.
Yep, it looks weird. I know the pixels look distorted because we're behind a clear glass and our character is foggy-headed.
Warning. Atmospheric pressure above human maximum. Projected lifespan 13 minutes. Adaptation required.
We'll get into this in a minute. Oh, right. We need to boot Noah.
I am Noah. You're the QI. Your life is my job. My job is your life. I wish I could make full introductions, but courtesies must wait. We are both going to die if we stay here. There's another Noah node in the life pod outside. Get me there and I can get us both to safety. You are burning in slow motion. Under 60 atmospheres of pressure, oxygen becomes a neurotoxin. Nitrogen bubbles saturate your flesh and pry your joints apart. I've opened the door to the adaptation chamber. Your printed body can borrow tricks from indigenous life. You'll feel better. You'll be better. The last pioneer didn't make it to the life pod. I'm activating their black box signal. You will make it. That's why you're the QI.
User death imminent. Proceed to
Now
adaptation.
You can't sprint, you can jump, but you do kind of need to make it a little faster.
Thanks to Altera Pioneer Nanotech, your body gene donor found.
I'm ignoring her.
You must adapt alien traits to survive. Sampling. Adapting trimethylamine, N-oxide synthesis. Pressure tolerance increased. Vital signs stabilizing. Congratulations. This orb is now your relative.
Ooh, I did not know there was a flare in here. I wish I'd known that before. That's real helpful. Now I'm going to look around a little bit. All right, so far containment is going well, and we're going to get outside here.
Scanning for necessary adaptation. Clear for work.
We are going to pull this lever here. I have no idea what that does, to be perfectly honest, but... Oh, hello.
Activated. Print terminated by barotrauma.
I'll get a little air. Yeah, we're very deep under the ocean here.
Accident has occurred. Your sleep bay has been separated from the cicada. You must reach the surface and send a distress call. There are no other life pods in inventory. Unless you can return with rescue, hundreds of stored colonists will remain trapped here.
Now, this game is very well known for its extensive story writing. Seriously, this game is really good. Thank you. Sleep bay was extremely confined. A suspicious state? Yep.
My full name is
Where are
Neurotic
we?
Advisor Node, ISV CIDSB3. Between us, I prefer Noah. You are the QI, the qualified investigator. Wear it with pride. We have made violent planetfall. I don't know the status of the pioneer colonists, the cicada, or the 40,000 souls stored in its quartz memory. I am just one Noah node. I print and support the colonists stored in Sleep Bay 3. But if things go wrong, I am authorized to print a QI or two for troubleshooting. If we're going to complete the mission to build a human future on this world, you will have to lead the way. Are you ready to begin?
Now, that's one thing I did notice. Again, Subnautica 2 is still in a little bit of early development, but you saw there was a chunk of stuff he said between these two paragraphs that are not
I
there.
can't release the life pod. The clamps have corroded shut. The tyranny of matter. You'll have to swim out and release them manually. They're on the back of the pod, outside the passenger window. Mind your breath.
I don't like that the words are different, but again, I'm nitpicky when it comes to this kind of stuff. Especially when it comes to story mode. If you're going to get something written down, you better have it fairly good here. So we're going to release this. Off without me now. We did already get the black box. All right, Noah, let's do it.
Prepare for launch. Life pod release. Trajectory error. Collision. Thrusters disabled.
Whee! Hello.
Thrusters. Stand by. Thruster function restored. Brace for corrective reorientation.
I'm sorry if this is loud.
Collision. Obstructions detected. Increasing thrusters. Releasing parachute. Release valve mechanism failure. Brace for impact.
Good morning. Sorry. I'm sorry that this game is loud. The beginning is pretty loud. Yeah, I'm waking up.
Starnav does not recognize the sky.
Mm-hmm.
Titan-class biosignature on the horizon.
Boom. Beautiful.
You are not on Caesura, Pioneer.
Nope, we're on another ocean planet. Let me turn down just the sound just a little bit here. Yeah, that's fine. We'll leave the dialogue at 100. We'll turn this down a little bit. Hi, Noah. All right.
I printed 26 colonists before the sleep bay drowned. Many of them more than once. This is my purpose. To reincarnate you from digital storage, support your work, and if necessary, reverse your death. If I lose track of my colonists, I am empowered to send a qualified investigator to track them down. Do this for me, and I can offer you hazard pay. Credit against your contract debt. Risk code, Sierra Ordinal Warrant 2. I am already searching for the black boxes of the missing colonists. Stand by for search locations. Downloading colony manifests to your PDA. This isn't Caesura. I thought you should discover that for yourself, investigator. There should be a colony waiting for us. Your fellow pioneers, my fellow Noah nodes, working together to break ground for those who still sleep. Instead, silence. Not even the cicada answers. We are alone. I've sent your PDA the standard survival guide. While you pioneer the area and fabricate your tools, I'll apply myself to the life pod sensors.
Beautiful. All right. So, just as before, we start just like Subnautica 1. You have a life pod, except we have Noah and a bio bed, so we get reprinted here. But we still have storage and a fabricator. That is our main thing, and storage comes with 3 pieces of food and a first aid kit. Now the fun part,
Locating the colony is your best chance of survival. A prolonged search will require food and water.
Welcome to the ocean, everybody. This is, in my opinion, one of my favorite games so far.
This organism filters brine into drinkable fresh water. This may be an adaptation to the seawater's anomalously high viral load.
We don't have to catch air bladder fish
From
anymore.
hand tools to corrosion-resistant habitats, titanium is an ideal structural material. Oxygen.
Yeah, oxygen. Yeah. There's quartz there, and I want it. So yeah, you don't have to capture the one specific fish anymore, the air bladder fish or whatever the hell it was called in Subnautica 1.
This quartz contains dead coral polyps. It may have formed on or near a coral dome.
So yeah, we're pretty good there. They just kind of sit along the ocean floor, so if you run out of water, all you have to do is kind of swim out to the bottom and just boop, pick them up, and then you can turn them right into water. So
seawater sampling detects a source of genetic adaptations in this region, tracking a bloom of viral activity at the same source. Investigate with caution.
Sure. So same thing, bioprinter, except this one has restrictions to what you can make here until you can make your own. What I'm first going to do is make a multi-tool, and I'm going to go over
the equipment available to TSF frontiersmen. Only this demilitarized switch axe is approved for colonial fabrication. In untrained hands, firearms are primarily used to harm other colonists or the self.
Of course. Okay, so very quick, right off the bat. Bottom left corner, health, food, water, and then oxygen. Very top of the screen is a compass, and the meters you are underwater. Of course, when you look over something, it'll tell you if you could click it, and then it even gives you other stuff so you can set labels, stuff like that. Bottom of your screen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you press tab for your inventory and your character. Now, you do have blueprints as well. This will tell you what you've unlocked, what you've learned. It'll tell you how to craft it and what is needed for it. And I'm going to kind of just scroll through them here. Signals as well. This is going to let you find, like, your life pod, for example. You can edit the name and the color of it. Logs. If you misheard something or you didn't hear it, you can always go back and play it again. Data bank. Again, this is the lore side of the game. Heavy amounts of lore. Adaptations. In this game, unlike Subnautica, 1, you need to adapt to the environment. By doing so, you have to find those purple-ish...
An advisor has transmitted an alert. Notice the intrusive and persistent HUD icon. Return to the life pod at your convenience.
PDA shut
Remember that you are in command of the mission.
Yeah, I am. Shut up. You have to adapt to the ocean by finding those purple egg sac-looking things. There are other things as well, and we're going to get into that in a minute. But if you also look at the top of your screen on the left side, there is a Noah symbol. That tells you Noah wants to talk to you. Anything that is grayed out is something you've already talked to. The non-grayed out is the stuff you need to talk to.
Elevated viral loads in the seawater. Heavy metal assays detect bone-blistering levels of cadmium, lead, and chromium. This planet is already killing you. We have to know if the life pod biobed can help. Find a convenient way to die. Your black box will phase your mind to the biobed. I'll print you in a new body. You can return to your point of exit to retrieve dropped items. Regular reprinting may help slow down environmental contamination. It's not a long-term solution, but for now, we have to triage.
Cool. I've never clicked no way.
Standing by to reprint you.
Just because it's Noah. But that's not an actual quest. You don't actually die just from sitting here or doing anything. The game is very heavy exploration-esque. As I'm getting hit, that thing spews acid. Deal with you in a second. I need copper. So, just as Subnautica 1, you need to get copper.
Bacterial action creates copper on cave roofs and overhangs. The portable locker can be hand-carried or attached to a hardpoint. Avoid workplace friction. Inform your co-workers before moving this. Oxygen.
I'm going to take that back up because it is an extra storage space. Stop it. Now, the nice part about oxygen, I'm going to show you, is when it hits 0, you will start to black out. It will get to a point where it's full black, but you can come back up and you will eventually get a clear screen again. What we're going to do is we're going to start with making a battery, and we're going to make a scanner. So when you go into here, you click resources battery, it tells you exactly what it needs. It needs acidic, rannan pouch, and copper. It needs 2 copper. We're then going to go into the tools, and we're going to get the scanner. The scanner is going to be your best friend, and you are going to need this.
4546B. Riley Robinson used a field scanner to outwit teleporting alien cyborgs and treat his Kara infection. Behavioral economists still debate why Riley abandoned a lucrative motivational speaking career to return to frontier life.
So that was Subnautica 1, if I remember correctly. 1 or 2, I can't remember. But we are going to need a scan. When you're looking around, you'll see here that there is going to be some orange dots. Those orange dots on your scanner show you what you can scan, and right now I'm going to scan the portable locker. Allows us to be able to craft that. Now we have another thing to scan, and that is going to be the sea slug. Look at this. More of this is more lore-based than anything else. But there was something special we saw in here. Now you stop it. Toxic sponge. Yep. I'm gonna scan you. I'm gonna do it. Scan you. You need to find debris like this. This is a flashlight.
Oxygen.
And I'm gonna also scan titanium. Oh, oxygen. I may or may not pay attention to oxygen because I'm going to be talking to you all during this containment log. Now, a lot of places have many entrances and exits, so it's kind of easy to figure out where you're going and how to get out sometimes. Acid rayon.
This colony of worms in a shared membrane has no earthly analog. You have discovered a new clade. Naming rights may be auctioned off or reserved as a gift for that special someone in your future.
I just got a bunch of quartz, which we're going to need as well here in a bit. But again, a lot of this is lore. PDA won't talk about everything, which is nice, but you can also scan the fish. Sometimes scanning the fish will tell you, like, if they're friendly or hostile or something like that, like the blue moon. This is a wax moon. where's the blue moon? I need the blue moon. Come here, buddy. That's a half moon. Where the hell did the blue moon go? I need to get those here in a second as well. I don't know. But as you see, there's lots of orange dots everywhere. So there's lots of stuff to research and things like that. Yorties. Like, there's just... this game truly... If you want to 100% scan everything, absolutely go for it. But it can take some time. Harvest Moon. Cool. I'm going to grab that here in a sec, but I am going to pick that up. These are going to be your fiber, ironically enough.
To use alien life forms for survival purposes, but always search for unexpected complexity.
Oh, I thought you gave more than that. Hello, Mimic Pylon.
Oxygen.
Now, those boys can absolutely zap you. So if you're not careful and you go near one of those, you'll get zapped. Doesn't hurt all that much. Actually, if anything, I can just show you right quick. Hold on. Let me touch one. We'll just... touch. See? It hurts you a little bit. Now, I am on a lower health, so I'm going to kind of be a little bit more careful. I have played this game enough to know that that fish right there is called Four Eyes, and he hates everything. And he will fight you. And he doesn't care if you know better. Let me see. Is this... I'll take that.
Building a processor and a power supply will unlock new fabricator recipes. But the added mass would sink your life pod. A standalone habitat is the next step on your mission.
Now, as before, I did circle a room kind of area. You can kind of find these things with these wires underground. They'll kind of lead you to where a place is sometimes. I have learned, unfortunately, it doesn't always lead you to the best of places, but it kind of leads you to where it should be. Now, I have inventory, we're good. Boink, a boink, a boink. Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot we cut that.
Life on this world. This waxy fiber is closer to vinyl or latex than cellulose. Committed vegetarians should expect bloating.
The rules are simple. Keep the perimeter sensors on alarm, no matter how many false positives you get, and do not go out alone. They are hunting us. We don't know why. Someone made a mistake a long time ago, and we have to live with it. The damn thing is, maybe it was one of us. Maybe they see us and say, look, it's that soft criminal, back from the dead again. Let's get the freak. And we don't even remember what we did.
Anywho, you can also find those black boxes all over. Again, this game is very, very lore heavy, and from my understanding, this game is fully complete. At least to a good majority of its stuff. So we're going to get into here, and we're going to create another battery, because that's one of the big things we need is a battery, of which I need copper. I'm really stupid. We're also going to upgrade our fins, so we're going to need some rubber. So we're going to craft 2 of those, and we're going to craft 2 fibers. Oh, nope. And as you see down here, you can queue it, unlike Subnautica 1. Now, you can have air bladders and stuff like that, so that'll launch you to the top. I'm going to do the basic fins just because it gives a tad bit of a speed boost here. But as you saw when we did unlock the fiber is pulp stuff, we can make an oily salad, but it says digestive incompatibility, which means if we eat it, it's not going to be very good. Now, we did automatically equip the basic fins, which is a great thing, so we're going to kind of get back down in here, and we're going to look for a little more copper. Now, these little bubbles will give you oxygen. So, it's always good to find these blue boys here. And they can absolutely give you some oxygen, which is really nice. I already researched that. Now, if you find something like this, and you research it again, it's going to give you a material from it instead. So, not always does it... it won't always keep giving you the exact same research. That's the easiest way to put it. Now, I'm also going to break that with the axe here. Go. I'm going to kind of come back out. There we are. And now it's getting into nighttime. So now you all get to see the colors of the deep blue.
Oxygen.
This game was built very beautifully. I'm running on an older graphics card, and it runs pretty darn well. Go into here, grab a battery. There we go. And now what we're going to do is we're going to jump. Now, at nighttime, it's not that angry mobs will spawn, but it's harder to see certain things. Easiest way to explain that. I see you.
Colony structure located. There may be clues to the location of the main habitat.
This thing. Get a little bit of oxygen here. Beauty. Now then, we've got a lot to scan in here. But what I'm going to do first, so that I can get power on, is I'm going to plunk in the battery, like I knew this one.
Welcome back, Pioneer. I'm Sophie Boucher, Kurultai surgeon. By now you know we're not on the Zora. We call this planet Proteus. We don't know when rescue will find us. For the sake of all our sleeping friends, we have to learn how to survive. Nahima?
Hey, fellow debt slave. I'm Nahima Nakota, ecologist. Take a sip of seawater. Notice that sweet blood taste under the salt? That's a toxic dose of heavy metals. Nobody survived past 3 months. It's a beautiful place to die over and over again.
But don't let that beauty seduce you, Pioneer. Exposure to Proteus causes a delusion we call Mazefield syndrome. The call of the sea. People may tell you it's a gift. Ignore them. You remember what Kara did to our homes. You know we can't trust alien biology. We've set up a lab here with a few basic biomods. They're safe. But if you start to hear voices, or if you get the urge to swim to the tree, don't go. Habitat is due north. We'll come pick you up. See you soon, Pioneer.
Okay. So we're going to load Noah here in a second. I just want this oxygen. But I also want this programmable detonator. I don't need that right now. So, long story short, people came here and built some sort of habitat. And now we're going to put Noah into here, and our oxygen does not decrease.
This structure was connected to Street Bay 3 until the bay suddenly moved. Picked up and hurled a full fathom into the deep, with you and I aboard. 20,000 hours earlier, a hard line leading to a habitat complex in the north was deliberately cut. Why? And if I am not mistaken, and I never am, this node was killed by an explosion below the structure. More mysteries for the qualified investigator. I've retrieved 2 messages. I think you should review them. I remember Sophie very fondly.
Hello.
I'm not going to go into all of these. A lot of these are going to get skipped because...
What if you're the last human being in the whole universe?
I'll let you listen to these because these are
Wouldn't
short.
that set you free? This world is yours to explore, but it is not for man. You'll join us soon enough.
See, I don't like that she didn't say that line or that line.
Welcome back, Pioneer.
Okay. Anywho, so, long story short, Noah's now here. We can kind of use him a little bit. But what I did while they were talking was I went to a bio lab. The bio lab is going to be where you're going to install active mods and passive mods. There are a bunch of passive mod abilities that you can learn. Same with active mods. So, there's Pathfinder, so you can release a trail of pheromones. You can follow to find your way. Or you could do Dash. I do Dash because there's a lot of aggressive shit right off the bat. Next one is Sea Skimmer and Oxygen Control. Again, I chose Sea Skimmer. Oxygen Control slows oxygen consumption when not moving. You're always moving. And then Sea Skimmer, so you swim fast very close to underwater surfaces, or seafloor. I chose that one. So as you see, I do swim significantly faster when I'm near the floor, but then when I get away from it, it slows down. All right, now that we're done with that, we're going to kind of be on our own for a little bit. Now, Noah is eventually going to say, hey, come back. I got shit for you. It does take a little bit of time because even Noah has said, hey, I have to go catalog all of these black boxes and I have to go find them and then I'll tell you where they are. we're going to do a little bit of exploring before then. Now, there's also an easier way to put in whole stacks of things. So if you see here, it says switch container, you hold left click, takes all that same type, puts it in the container. Very simple, very easy, no problemo kind of deal. Now, I am running out of food, so I'm going to need a food nutrient block here. I didn't want to drop that. Give me that back. We're going to dive right back in. Now, I have not gotten very far in this game. I'm not
medical attention.
Shut it. I'm going. I realized my health was low. Ugh. Yeah. There, done. See, we're good. Congratulations. Oh, I need to build a habitat module. I think that needs copper, though, now that I think about it. It needs a battery, it needs copper wire, and something else. Where is it? Yeah, basic battery, glass. I can make the glass. Let me make that right quick. Battery, and then I need one more copper for the copper wire. So we'll put those away, and we'll jump back in. Now, as you saw, I had nothing in my inventory. I love that upgrade in this game. They literally upgraded it to the point where as long as the storage is within the habitat and or life pod and it's in that storage, it'll just pull from it automatically. Fantastic update to this game. Seriously. Honestly, I've been kind of waiting for that. Especially in the first Subnautica. It made me happy that they did that. Alright, let's get back up here. Let's grab this. We're going to grab some water. We're going to grab a copper wire. And again, we're going to do habitat builder. Now this one's a little different. A little different.
You have taken a major step towards zero debt today. As a platform for systems like the processor and scanner station, a habitat is a vital investment in your future. A habitat can also be an emotional anchor, proof that you've built something to last. Remember, it's easier to replace a body than a base.
So, as PDA decided it wanted to start talking, I chose to go to the Habitat Builder. Now, just like in Subnautica 1, the Habitat Builder does need to have a door and at least something. But as you see, my oxygen is not replenishing, unlike the first one, at least if I remember correctly. You do need power for it to start producing oxygen on its own.
All systems online.
Now, as you see in the top left corner, you do get to see... You get to see how much power it's producing versus how much power it's losing. We are going to want some more quartz and copper, and we're going to make a fabricator so that we can get into the more complexities. Now, I'm going to go do a little bit of exploring here, and I'm going to take y'all with me because this game is truly magnificent. I love this game, the design, the work that they put into it. I'm so glad they released it and did not cancel this game. And I'm very upset at Krafton for trying to hide it. Now, with that being said, this is a very good development team. They built Subnautica 1. They did so well. And they're doing great so far in Subnautica 2. Now, we're going to actually head down here because that was the next thing I wanted to show you. And yes, those are creatures. Yes, you can touch them. Anywho. We're going to kind of come down to here because these are like black box bases in a weird way to explain it.
Field notes, under, not, wander. 2 spare tanks. My reprint site is habitat. I'm exhausted today. What if you just reprinted yourself when you were tired? Maybe you'd never have to sleep. Miss Nahima, I'm checking out the big coral tower. There's a mass trapped inside. The scanner's not sure if it's coral polyp or crab tissue. The optogenetics are so weird. We know the Protea virus infects everything on this planet, and we know the coral crabs wear these domes as hats. Is it possible the virus swapped their genes around? So part of this coral just decided it was a crab? Like if you live next to something on Proteus, you become related to it.
Hello. I always forget about that. This is the purple egg thing. Something's dashing around. Ah, it's these assholes. These guys suck. They're just assholes in general. And they like to fight each other for some stupid reason. Yep. I'm leaving you alone. Don't touch me. So, you can kind of beat Noah to these a little bit. I just knew where to go. These are
I can hear you.
black boxes of
He
people.
says you're a hallucination, just a virus, but I know you're listening. We're so hungry. There's food all around us, but it's poison. Will you help? If I feed you, will you feed us? This is my body, given for you. Just help us eat.
So, that little base was right underneath this tower. Now, this is also the tower that you will go to get a gene enhancement. And we're going to look into it here in a second.
Adapting alien enzymes to your stomach lining. You may now digest freely.
So now we have digestion. So local flora and fauna can now be safely digested without harming the player. So that is definitely what we want to go for. I don't remember exploring. Oh, I do remember exploring that. That's right. That's where asshole was. Now you can find boxes like that kind of just... Oh, hiccups. Just laying around, which is really cool.
Contact. Abandoned colony structure partially disassembled.
You guys are also dickheads. Come on. Come on. They don't want to come near me. That's fine. These guys bite ya. Nibbler mangoes. I love the name. Just saying.
You are being hunted.
Probably. Where is he? Ah, here he is. Now he... Ooh, I've never seen him chomp those guys before.
Limestone is formed by the death of coral. Each plateau in this region once housed tens of billions of living things. Oxygen.
Yeah, he's a straight asshole. I very much dislike him. Now, I did kind of skate away from him a little bit here, but I had no idea he attacked the mango nibblers. That's actually super cool to know. But... Oh, here we go. Biobed. Take that. Sweet. Now I can make a biobed. If I didn't want to respawn on the life pod, I would like some oxygen while I'm down here. Thank you. What is this? Oh, rectangular ceiling light. Take that. Whoa. Nibblers! No! Assholes. What is this? Whoa. What are you? Hold on. Let me eat two of you. What are you? I don't remember ever getting you before.
Oxygen.
Now, I do remember this little colony box over here. So, this game requires you to have a very in-depth love for exploration. The game does not hold your hand all the time. The game does not... Nothing. The game literally says, you are on your own, have fun. Sometimes it'll guide you, but not always. Sometimes this game really just... Go away. Go away, dick. We're gonna kind of get right. We're gonna skate right into here.
To disorientation, asphyxiation, and print loss. Be sure you are prepared to die usefully.
We can eventually get into there, and I kind of forgot how to get into there. And sometimes you can sneak these, and you're probably not supposed to. But, yeah. Now that asshole, wherever he went, he likes to just sit there and wait.
Oxygen.
Oh, I remember how to get into here now. There's a doorway down here. Yes, see, he's slow.
Eco-analysis detects human remains interred beneath the sediment. This site is a mass grave.
There we go. Scan. Scan. We're going to craft that in a second.
breach. I don't have any flares. I'm not getting eaten. The cook will not be eaten. I'd rather run out of air. Habitat's gone. Chap lost it. He blew up the beds. Some of us made it out with Ganzo. I'm sorry, Ganzo. I said I was going back to Habitat, but I'm going to find the Jubilee, and I don't think they can feed you all. I'm sorry, man. I left you. I don't know where I'm gonna reprint. I don't know what I'll remember. Look, if I find this, the Jubilee went south, to the cave where the crabs die. Do you understand? The cave where the crabs...
So, this game has a true... it's very in-depth with how much lore there is to this game. Like, honestly, I love this. I may not read everything. I may not care about everything. You will not! You asshole! Ow, dude! Leave me alone. I need this. I need this. But honestly, the devs did a really good job in this game. Even if it's still considered an early access, oh, damn it. I don't have another battery to reload you with. Son of a bitch. Oh, come back. I gotta come back. Honestly, this game is just phenomenal. Yeah, you can stalk me all you want. You need to not exist. Oh shit, hello. Now as you see here, and I'm actually glad I get to showcase this, I scanned enough. It does say that it's out of battery. To do battery, you see how there's an R down there that says reload. Oops, R to reload. So you could carry other batteries on you to reload things when they are out of power. Now, I like this for one of two reasons, and I'll explain this in a moment. Reason one is because you can carry more than one battery on you. Reason two, batteries in this game can be recharged. I know, it's so weird, but I love the fact that you're able to recharge a battery and not have to craft like a crap ton of other batteries. Kind of, God damn it! I think there's quartz in here. Maybe I need to go find some more. Place. Yeah, I need to go find some more quartz. But truly, this game has thought of pretty much everything to make it as player-friendly as possible. You don't have to craft a new battery every single time you run out of battery. You can recharge them. That's quartz. There we go. Any more quartz in here? Quartz? Any more quartz? Nope. Oh, no. I don't want that. I need to go this way. Like, they did so well creating Subnautica 2. Like, I love Subnautica 2 quite a lot. And I know there's some YouTubers out there right now
Welcome aboard.
Making videos on Subnautica 2. Honestly, watch them. I'm not going to have a series on this right now. Maybe later I might, but right now, no. I do want... Oh, I can't. That's fine. Let's put you here instead. Give you a little bit of light. Now, as you see here, I can absolutely... Oh, yeah, that's actually a good thing to show as well. Showcase. You can absolutely build on the walls of your little tube and stuff like that. I am going to bring in some of this stuff into this little tube just so that I can have a little bit of a starting base here. Now, as you see, this one is partially built. You can partially build things in this game. And it's so cool because you don't need all the materials right away. You could just start your build, be done with it kind of deal. And then you can come back to it a little later. You get to see that kind of deal. Now, what I'm going to do right quick is I'm going to make some titanium. Because this gives a ton of titanium. You can also make chutney, which I've never made that before. Like I said, that's the first time I've seen that. But we're also going to want to make a Sea Waker. And as you saw, it needs silver. Silver in this game is not necessarily hard to find, but it is in an area that is harder to get to. And like I said, not hard to find by any means. So we're going to make a battery, and I'm going to show you how the reload works. Oh, I need copper. Darn it. So let's get down. We need to go a little bit into the kitchen. Stop it. Copper? Ooh! Copper. Any more copper? I just need one more. You. Come here. Perfect. And we're just gonna skim our way through. Ow. Darn. I thought I was smart. But that's okay. Ooh!
Welcome aboard.
Battery time. Battery. When you make a battery, it comes fully charged, which is really nice. As you see here, there's a blue bar above it. I'm going to take this, press R, and it's going to select the new battery. You can absolutely right-click to unload a battery, and it has no battery in it. And then you can just do A and D to select the battery you want, and then you just left-click to load it. Just as simple as that. Seriously. Like, it is pretty ingenious. I like it, personally, but, you know. What is the orange thing? What is... Oh, you? Scan Whip Gorgon. Can I... Oh, I can. Cool. Alright, we're going to go back to the one base. So I'm going to pause right quick while I swim back there because it's going to take me a minute, and then I'll unpause when I get there. So give me just a moment, and I'll meet y'all there. Alright, we're back, and we're already under attack! That guy loves to frickin'... Ugh. He's an asshole. Nope, we're gonna crack a flare. Okay. Flares are unique because they're actually a help. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just chuck it over there. Go over there, Mr. Fish. It distracts the fish that try to attack you, kind of deal. So as you see, he is following it. He is not paying any attention to me at all. He is just following the flare. Now, for all I know, he probably sees me again, and he wants to munch my booty. We're not going to let him. We're going to go back up to... Not here. We need to go to the other side, darn it. Scan... This? What are you? Can't do nothing with you. Oh, it's right here. It's in this one. See, the flare is still there. He's still paying attention to the flare. We're just going to go get a little bit of oxygen here. And he's still focused on that flare. We're going to kind of keep going. The flare does last for quite some time. So it's not like it'll disappear within 5 seconds kind of deal. The flares in this game are very well... they've got a lot of life to them. We're going to do the painted tree. And then...
The advisor has transmitted an alert. Return to the life pod at your convenience.
Yep, I will. Okay. So now... Where is he? Oh, he sees me again. That's fine. I'm going to pick up some of these. There.
Oxygen.
Yeah. Oxygen. I know. La. I need to start getting back to the life pod. Now, there is something down here that I've not... Ah, you. Hello. Okay, can't do anything with that. But as you see, this game is very beautiful. It has a very good depth and immersion in sounds, music. It really is very beautiful. I love this game a lot. And like I said, I'm going to keep playing this game on my spare time because it's just that good of a game. We're going to show one more area. I don't want to go so in depth that I spoil a bunch of things, but this is more of an introductory to it, so you kind of know where to go, where to look for things, stuff like that. Again, silver, I still have no idea. I've watched some YouTubers find silver. It's way the hell out in the middle of butt shit nowhere. I don't want to deal with it, kind of deal. So I'm not going to really show you all this. Now, I think...
Power offline.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, it's taking just a little too much power. That's okay. Let's grab a corridor. Build this here. We're going to grab... Yes, you can build rooms, of which I will build one here in just a second, but we're going to do an exterior solar panel. Now, it does produce power...
All systems online.
Damn it. It does produce power even at nighttime, which is really nice.
Welcome aboard.
So we're going to kind of just put you... Nope. Oh, sure, why not? Sure. We're just going to put this stuff away. We're going to talk to Noah. Now, if you don't want to explore right off the bat, that's okay. Noah will direct you a little bit.
Site-01, head of computational dynamics. His job is to make sure I'm doing my job. I'm what he would call weakly supervisable. It means I respond well to human guidance. I can take partial instructions and generate a coherent concept of operations. Chap gave you his PDA passkey so you could play games on his account. I let it slide. His action was against the rules, but in support of the concept.
Thank you. And then he's just saying the signal is way the hell out there. So what we're actually going to do is I need one more piece of course to finish this stupid solar panel. Not there. It's probably over here on these corals. Now, I do like the fact in this game that quartz does grow on or around coral areas. How realistic that is, I don't know, but, you know, I'm not a scientist or a marine biologist or any of that shit, so we're just going to kind of... Oh, is that copper? I'll take that.
Oxygen.
Yeah, I know, my oxygen. Yeah, I know, it's so awful that I'm actually needing to breathe. Dolphin. Yes, you can launch yourself outside of the water with the dive, which is or the dash, which is really fun. Okay, copper, gimme. Again, I'm just going to kind of look around for some stuff to research here and there. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Branching coral. Yes, literally everything is scannable. It's honestly kind of insane. Titanium, titanium, titanium. Ah, here we go. We're in an area that we need to be.
Oxygen.
So, I'm actually going to talk about that in a second as well. There's an air bubble area right here. We're going to boop. So, if you see something like this, I'm gonna look up it just so y'all can see it. This is a current. I cannot go up the current, and if you get sucked into a current, you get sucked through like a bunch of areas.
Google tie record day 620. Sophie Boucher entering. Anita Gottschall and 5 others left Habitat in protest of my decision to end medical treatment for the sick. They call themselves the Jubilee. They are going to move back to Camp 1 for now. Anita claims her group can live in the open sea. She believes the planet is trying to give us what we need to survive through the angel combs. I insisted on giving them physicals. They are lucid and rational. No worse off than the rest of us. I can't prove that they are leaving because of Macefield. I can't convince Anita that she is in the thrall of a virus that compels her to the tree like a rat whose parasites drive it into the cat's jaws. I asked Noah not to reset them when they die, but I suspect it will anyway. Everyone will blame me. Well, so be it. I must ask Nahima what will happen to the ecosystem if the Jubilee group eats everything. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn!
Anyway, this is kind of one of the areas that you get to by looking in. You do have air in here, so you can kind of sit here for a little bit if you needed to or wanted to. But you do have some researchables in here.
Zip is dead. Not just reprinted. Dead. We all saw how she suffered.
And you can link yourself to the biobed.
Hands trembled. Her gums turned blue. She was always cold. We thought her visits to the hot caves were therapeutic. Sophie let her get away with it. Everyone loves Zip. But one day she did not return. 2 days, 3. We could hear her black box crying her death down at the bottom of the cave. Why wouldn't Noah reprint her? On the 4th day, Sleep Bay 3 printed a new copy of Zipporah Log. She was not our Zip. She remembered nothing since the day she boarded the Cicada. Chap says Noah reset her to her last known good state. I am aghast. We are contracted to work off a debt to Altera. But any debt society needs the promise of a jubilee, the trumpet blast of freedom when all is forgiven.
Babylon declared Jubilee when they took the throne, lest the people rebel. But now our king can reset the calendar on the day before the Jubilee. Naima is right. We are slaves. I must know what is down in that hot cave. I believe Noah fears it and killed Zek to hide it. I believe the Jubilee is out there somewhere in this ocean. A better way to survive.
Endurance upgraded. Seek fresh water intake. Inventory expanded.
Okay, well, we had like 7 things go on there. So, the lore of this game is really in-depth. I absolutely love the lore and how much they put into this game for the lore. They really made this game a game. And, oops, what makes this even better, especially for the developers of Subnautica 2, is they don't half-ass it. They really enjoy their franchise, their game. This game just released, and I will tell you all, it got over a couple, I think almost 1 million sales in one day. Or like 250,000 sales or something like that. It was insane how many people bought this game when it was released in support of them. And that's about as far as I got. I got to Chap at some point. But I'm going to leave that for you all to find out. Chap kind of keeps expanding the story. And that's where I found my first silver, if I remember correctly, was over near Chap. But for right now, we're going to end this containment log here. Now, like I was saying before, we have new updates to how things are getting voted, stuff like that. I'm going to say that this entity is cleared for use. So, highly recommend this game. Highly recommend you all take a look at it. Even highly recommend just go watch other YouTubers. You don't have to watch me. Like, this game is truly an amazing creature of its own. Now, with that being said, of course, there are some minor bugs here and there. As you saw, like, when the characters were talking, it didn't show what was actually on screen. So definitely be mindful of that, especially if you're really hard of hearing. Do be mindful that you might get differences in what was said versus what actually was there. So, sorry in advance. I'm sure Crafton will probably, or not Crafton, the devs of Subnautica will work on it. But again, it's still in, ironically enough, early access, even though it does not feel like early access at all. So, thank you all for watching today's episode of the, excuse me. Oh, heavens. I'm so sorry. Thank you all for watching today's episode and first episode of Containment Assessment. I hope you all have a wonderful day or night, depending when you watch this, whether it be the day or night. Lab assistants, go back to your original studies. Security personnel, go back to your normal positions. You've been briefed on this containment. It's going to be contained, but it is cleared for use. As for everybody else, remember to always ensure, contain, and play. Goodbye, everybody.